Washington is best known for its biggest city of Seattle, but the Evergreen State is also home to a huge number of scenic destinations. Whether you want to hike right up to the waterfalls, admire snow-capped mountains from a distance, or spend the day on islands off the coast, Washington has it all. It is easy to pack your vacation with city life, world-class attractions, national parks, and more while in the Pacific Northwest. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Washington State. At the base of Washington's North Cascades mountain range is Lake Chelan, a hub for scenery, outdoor recreation, and wine tasting in the Pacific Northwest. Visiting vineyards is a major draw to the region, and you can spend a day sipping and sightseeing at places like Vin du Lac Winery or Karma Vineyards. For a closer look at the incredible natural terrain, ride on a seaplane that takes off and lands in the lake itself, or try water skiing during the summer months. Located about 50 miles north of Walla Walla, the Palouse Falls State Park was named after the breathtaking waterfall that tumbles 200 feet down into a deep gorge. The waterfalls are the park's foremost attraction, and for good reason. From the viewpoint on the other side of the gorge, you'll see the thick white veil split the basalt rock and ancient lava flow. Stick around the High Desert Park and enjoy the amazing light show by staying at the Palouse Falls campgrounds. The second largest city in the state, Spokane's identity and history are closely tied to the river of the same name that runs through it. For thousands of years, the Spokane tribe gathered and fished here before European fur traders settled on the riverbanks in the early 1800s. As the city grew and industrialized, the river became covered by bridges and surrounded by warehouses, until the center was thankfully refurbished for the 1974 World's Fair. As such, the peaceful and picturesque Riverfront Park is now one of Spokane's main attractions. Halfway between the towns of Snoqualmie and Falls City is Snoqualmie Falls, one of Washington's most popular attractions. The rushing waters of the falls make it a stunning and unforgettable place to visit, and a top spot for photographers in the Pacific Northwest. You might already recognize the falls for its appearance in the popular cult television show Twin Peaks. There are short hiking trails around Snoqualmie Falls where visitors can admire enormous trees and lush green plant life within the spray of the waterfalls. More than half of all of the glaciers found in the continental United States are located within the North Cascades National Park in Washington. It is also a place where gray wolves, grizzlies, and wolverines roam. Scenic Highway 20 takes you to and through the park, providing one of the most amazing road trips in the state. Within the national park, you'll find opportunities for alpine climbing and backcountry camping. Plus, you can also set off on shorter day hikes and mountain biking trails during the summer. In the north of the Puget Sound and close to British Columbia, you'll find the San Juan Islands. The islands are an inviting retreat and an escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, offering an abundance of outdoor activities in a stunning landscape. You can kayak in the water, take tours to spot orcas in their natural habitat, dine on fresh seafood, or hike through the San Juan Island National Historical Park. Friday Harbor and Roche Harbor are the two hubs for dining, shopping, and sightseeing, and they also offer some commercial flights and boat arrivals. In 1980, Mount St. Helens was 9,677 feet tall and the fifth highest peak in the state. The beautiful mountain stood out like a ship on a vast ocean and rose mightily above the countryside. But that same year, it shed over 1,300 feet as it erupted, killing 57 people in the deadliest volcanic eruption in the history of the United States. It has taken some time, but visitors can see the power of Mother Nature in the area's rejuvenation. Today, you can explore the mountain and surrounding national monument to discover even greater biodiversity than what existed before the eruption. Home to the global giants like Boeing, Starbucks, and Amazon, Seattle is the largest city of the USA's Pacific Northwest region. Seattle is nicknamed the Emerald City due to its lush scenery resulting from a rainy climate. The skyline of Seattle is a thicket of towering skyscrapers. The crowning glory is the futuristic 600-foot tall Space Needle, built in 1962. The city is well known for its seafood, which you can try at the historic Pike Place Market. What's more, the surrounding pine forests make for perfect hiking. The crown jewel of national parks in Washington, Olympic National Park has a mind-boggling diversity of nature. Covering a vast patch of the spectacular Olympic Peninsula, the national park is a thorough wilderness that spans from massive glacial mountains to dense and soggy rainforests. The region receives more rainfall than any other part of mainland USA. Much of that is snow, which over time has created over 250 glaciers within the park. With your rain jacket handy, prepare for a series of unforgettable hikes, such as those through Hurricane Pass and the Enchanted Valley. The fifth highest peak in the United States, Mount Rainier itself is an icon of a mountain that can be seen through much of Washington state. Rainier is actually an active volcano that last erupted as recently as 1854. Close to the urban areas of Puget Sound, Mount Rainier National Park and its 26 glaciers is a hiker's paradise, with fabulous hiking trails lacing the foothills and carpets of flowers blooming in spring and summer. Many people attempt to climb to the snowy peak of Rainier, but it's tough going. Only half the adventurers who try go the whole way.